Okay, hey look, check on me every 10 minutes.
Might not be me because I'm gonna take a shower.
Well, just send somebody out here to check on me. This is my update for November 2021. I would probably say, if you like to watch these with your kiddos, you probably should watch this one by yourself first and then decide. I'm only saying that because I'm feeling very raw and I don't even know what I'm gonna say in this update. I just took my medicine and so now I'm just gonna turn on the video and try to catch you up as it comes to my mind. I am dealing, I tried to shoot this video last week, like in the midst of the shit, but the whole video was snot and tears and you couldn't understand me and I can't wipe my face, so it was just a slobbery mess. It's the thing of grief. I never really experienced, well, yeah. I don't know how much grief I'd really experienced in my life before. I do know that many years ago, I became very open to grief and allowing grief to have a place in my life, learning to grieve things, learning to grieve losses and things like that. And I've had to do that in my life along the way, but this ALS grief is really different. So I'd say over the last number of weeks, I've really been going through the cycles of grief. I mean, I'm always in part of it, but just been going through the ringer again. I remember in school we studied I think it was Kubler-Ross 5 movements of grief. What were they? Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. And you kind of go through some of these things and then hopefully at some point you do reach a place of acceptance. But the thing is, it doesn't happen just once. It's like a never-ending cycle. I remember when I first got diagnosed, I remember clearly going through all that. And I understand there might be other movements. I'm just giving a basic overview with one of the more popular ideas, but I remember feeling deep denial and just fighting it. I remember deep depression. I remember my heart broken. I remember bargaining at that time. That was 19 months ago. I had a particular image of a version of some type of God in my mind. So I bargained with that being. I was angry for a while, and then I moved into a place of acceptance, just kind of like, okay, all right. And I rode that wave. But a few weeks ago, when I realized that my tongue was slowing down, when I realized that chewing my food was getting slow. What the hell's wrong with these lights? They're blinking on and off. It's like we're at a rave. It's like strobe lights on my freaking porch. Unfortunately, my family's home.
You like them, your strobe lights?
No, baby, I feel like I'm at a rave.
I'm going to turn them off for you.
Thank you, babe.
What's up, Dad?
Buddy, how are you?
I'm alright. I'm good.
How was the bus ride home?
Pretty good.
Cool. Oh, dude, that's a good looking.
Yeah, I like it too.
Just so you know, I'm recording, so anything you say will be on the recording.
Okay. Well, all I was gonna say is it was like good bus ride home. I did the same thing I did on the way up. Me and Sam sat by each other on the way up, and then we did that back on the way down.
It's cool, man. Well, I was really happy for you today.
Yeah, I was glad you got to go.
Oh, it was awesome.
It's fun.
I loved it. So, and dude, you finished in the top 95, top 100.
Yeah, something like that.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm ready. I think I'm gonna be way better for next year too. So
Agreed.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it up all year. So
Good.
I mean, soccer, track. Really, don't have to worry about it until after track season.
Yeah.
But I learned where my home games are. They're gonna be at the fire fields. So
Oh, good.
not good fields, but better than the green light.
Better than the green light. Good.
That's good. All right. Well, I'll let you.
All right, bud. All right, man. Love you.
Okay.
When my chewing started slowing down, it dawned on me. ALS is fully intent on killing me. And I realized that when they told me, Brian, you have ALS, the average lifespan is you have 2 to 5 years to live, I immediately went into this mode of, oh, well, fuck that, man. I got kids. I gotta be around longer than 2 to 5 years, so I figure, hey, you know what, I'm going for 10 to 12 years. That will give all of my children graduating from high school. And I thought that's a good goal, so I've just been riding that wave. But when I began to have trouble chewing and swallowing, I had to begin to deal with the very real reality that it could be 2 to 5 years, which at this point is 6 months to 3 years. So I'm having to deal with coming to real terms that it could be anywhere from 6 months to 3 years. And I guess the people around me have probably been thinking like that all along. But not me. Not me. I'm thinking 10 years, 12 years. And I know it'll be fucking hard. I know it'll be so hard. But that's what I want. That's what I want. So I look at guys like Steve Gleason and I am inspired because that dude's life is hard. I'm all good, buddy. 15 more. That guy's life is hard. But he's found something worth sticking around for. So, I'm still shooting for it. But I have to live in reality also. And part of that is knowing and acknowledging what's possible. So I went through it the last few weeks. It was dark. It was difficult. It was depression. Like I know depression. Surely I've mentioned that on some past videos, but I know depression. And this was that. Anger. Oh, so fucking angry. Firing off as many fuck yous as I could. The only problem is I don't know what I'm saying or who I'm saying fuck you to anymore. I just, you know what, I think it was more like fuck you, ALS. You're a fucking asshole. I think that's where my fuck yous were landing. I didn't really go through denial this time. I mean, I think this was more of a true acknowledgement, and it's hard to deny. I went back and watched one of these videos. I don't even know who that dude is. I mean, that looks like me, but doesn't sound like me. And I found this interesting, but there was no bargaining this time. And honestly, I think it's because I don't know anything. I don't know anything about the universe. I don't know anything about gods. I don't know anything about any of it. So I didn't know who or what to bargain with. You know, I mean, I heard this somewhere recently, but like, I really don't see life as a problem to be fixed. I see it as an experience to be lived, and so I'm just trying to do that, but I don't. I don't know who to bargain with. I was certain 19 months ago who to bargain with, but I think, like Bob Dylan said, oh, but I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. You know what I do know? I know at the core of my being, there is peace. And I know that I am living more lightly and more freely today than I ever have in my life. I don't know how to explain any of this to anybody. I just know that I'm still in a place, not of depression, but I'm still in a place of great sadness. The anger has dispelled again a little. For now. It'll be back, and you know what? I have a seat at the table with Anger's name on it, and anytime he wants to come on in and take a seat, I'll let him. Because he's a part of me. And I can't deny him. Though we keep his name plate on the table for him. But right now, I think sadness has been sitting at the table. And sadness just kind of, in a way, is my companion for this part of the journey. Yeah, I think sadness is just my companion for this part. And I'm okay with that. It's hard. It's hard. I think for the first time in my disease, I feel sick. Also, my circles are getting a little smaller. I am no longer able to use my phone, and now the technology that I'm using, I had to switch over to a Windows device. It's like I've stepped into a strange land where no one speaks my language, leaving my Apple products behind. I guess there was a grieving there too. So I'm having to learn, but everything is more difficult, and I also don't have messages anymore. So here's what I want to say. Whenever you leave a comment on Facebook, at some point I read it, and I value it, and I thank you for it. I'm encouraged by people's words, and I thank you for that. And I'm not gonna reply or respond, but I see it and I thank you. And those who send text messages, we check my phone once a week really. So if you're texting me, know that I will get it for a while longer, I guess. Probably until my daughter inherits my phone. But I get them, there's not much in the way of responding right now, as I'm figuring out the new technology and all that stuff. But I'm very appreciative for your encouraging words, your offerings of love and peace and light and prayer. I'm grateful. Well, I think that's enough. I thank you for being here for it. Yeah, thank you for being here for it. I'm grateful. Well, I'm gonna close out with saying that I'm done, but I gotta wait for somebody to come out and turn off my phone. So I'm gonna play cards with my eyeballs, and there's no telling what I might say or do in the next few minutes, but you can either turn it off now or sit in silence with me for the next 5 minutes, and I might end up saying something totally off the cuff. I don't really know. Or I might not say shit. Love. In all seriousness, if you're watching this, if you're still watching this, we need to have like a code word. And then on like Facebook, in the comment section, if you work in the words purple kangaroo, then that'll be our code that you made it all the way to this part. like you gotta work it into a phrase, so like, I like what you're saying there, purple kangaroo. You know, some shit like that. Then it'll be like our own little club. Alright, I'm playing solitaire with my eyeballs now. It's hard to play solitaire with somebody looking over your shoulder. It's kind of weird. You know what? I'll tell you this. About 2 weeks ago, that was the first time I actually felt scared. And that was a dark feeling. Being scared is, I don't know how often I've experienced that, like truly scared. That was very dark for me. I'm out of it now, but come here, baby. I need you to turn off my phone. Hold on 1 second. Let me say one more thing before you do it. Anyway, I'm not scared tonight. Love.